Hi, hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are. Now, today I want to talk about this bad negative press that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are receiving again, right? Despite the mini rally that we are seeing now. And so first, we start off with Peter Malloch that write in CNBC that he says, "Don't buy Bitcoin." And warns wealth manager. The wealth manager here is Peter Malloch, very famous financial planner in US, and we're saying we are likely going to see cryptocurrencies collapse. So it's basically warning a collapse. And his main thesis is around that you don't want to own something that is not going to pay you. And this was published on April 3rd, 2019, so about 5 days ago. So the thing is this, so his main thesis is that, Bitcoin cryptocurrencies are not even considered a financial instrument. It shouldn't be because it's not giving you any income by just holding it. It is not investment. It is pure speculation. Is what basically he is saying. But what it is, first of all, it is not true because there are staking services, right, that you can earn interest so if you so wish, and they are also, it's almost like the fiat money that we have today. You can actually deposit your crypto that you are not planning to sell for a long time with companies, and then you can actually earn interest in monthly or daily in terms of crypto as well. So there are already companies like BlockFi are offering this, right? And I have previous episodes talking about this passive income that you can receive from cryptocurrencies as well. This just goes to show that, right, the ignorance of Peter Malloch. And here he is coming out in CNBC talking about this. His main thesis anchor on this is not something that's going to pay you, and then he's just going to see as a collapse. So it's basically you should just think for yourself and do your own research to see whether it is true or it is simply that someone who is major, he wants to really has other agenda, right? So you really have to think for yourself. Now, if you go back a bit in history, which is in November 2017 as well, just not too long before the last rally in the prices of Bitcoin, and then led to the whole rally of crypto in December and early December 2017 / January 2018, right, when prices of Bitcoin soared to its latest peak of $20,000, right? And about 1 month before that, November 13th, 2017, CNBC actually said, he has published an article that says, as Bitcoin soars and ICO spread, advisors urge caution. This is also basically financial advisors. And similarly, in Forbes in December 2017 and both, they have two articles. One is 6 reasons Bitcoin futures are better than Bitcoin, and the other article says it's actually okay to completely ignore Bitcoin's 1,400% rally, yeah. And of course, then it went on to increase even further. So you have all this news in the past, right? Just even before the huge rally kicks in, that the mainstream articles are still saying a lot of bad, negative narratives about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, yeah. And the thing is also then last year, mid 2017 as well, you have a lot of central banks cautioning people against holding cryptocurrencies. But what is the actual truth right now? Technical analysts are already seeing, that the prices of Bitcoin have already broken through some very key resistance levels, and it should, if this trend continues, it should be, continue to rise. But on the other hand, you also have fundamental analysts like Martin Greenspan, very respected individual analyst in the crypto space and also in the investing space, with eToro. He's a head analyst in eToro. He says that nearly $3 billion is ready to flow into Bitcoin and else. Else means just alternative coins. That means other cryptocurrencies below Bitcoin. That's basically what is else. And so this 3 billion is huge number. It has to be the institutions, that is standby. They are ready to see when is the good price to come in. And this is what he's saying. And that's April 5th. So it could be already very likely that the last few day rally is due to institutions coming in. And why are they coming in, right? Could it be because of the news not too long ago, April 2nd, where the Global Debt Monitor actually says that global debt continue to rise, right? is only, only in a sarcastic way, says that only 3.3 trillion was added to the global debt mountain last year being 2018, bringing the total at over 243 trillion, is much more higher than the global GDP. And if you look at it, so you see the blue bar is actually the global debt, and the red line is actually the percent of GDP. Percent of GDP, that means is 300 and almost 315 to 320%. So it's about 300. So just make it simple. Just 315% of GDP is what we are talking about. So it's 3 times the global GDP. Can you imagine? You are owing people 3 times your income. That's basically what it means. And the global debt is so much, right? How can anyone pay? And it is because of, and people who understand truly why are we saying that this kind of debt continue to mounting debt, 3 times the GDP, 3 times the income of all the countries combined in the world, right? It will eventually collapse, because if you can't pay, right, then the system, the financial system we know today has to eventually collapse. No one knows exactly when, but with this kind of record and this kind of unstoppable debt rising, right, it has no choice but to collapse. And then what happens when it collapses? When it collapses, basically, then your fiat money that we have today will basically be worthless, because it is because of all this printing of money. There's excessive supply increase. Too fast. The increase in the supply of your fiat money today is too fast in the last 10 years versus all the 100 years combined, right? And that basically render your fiat money worthless. Basically, if you have too much of something, right, then basically it is not valuable. It's basically what it means. And that's where cryptocurrencies come in, because it is a better form of money. It is a very good alternative, just like gold, right? And in this case, Bitcoin is even better than gold as an example, because gold already has limited supply, but Bitcoin has a limited supply already coded in mathematics, and furthermore, it can be easily transportable, easily transferable globally, right? And you can take just a thumb drive, or even you can remember the seed phrase, the passwords in your brain, and then you can literally just walk across a few country borders, and you can transfer millions of dollars, right? Or even any amount, basically, and it can be just that simple, yeah? And now the thing is, then how, if that is all true, right, then what should an investor do? So you have Thomas Lee, with head of analyst and fund strat, right? He's basically, this is a fund that's dedicated to researching crypto. He was formerly from JP Morgan equity head analyst, and it's basically saying that Bitcoin is actually pushed above its 200-day average, yeah? And so basically, if it pushes that 200-day average, is a very positive sign, right, for Bitcoin to continue the rally. And he made their research firm, made another very, very, very interesting insights that says that, right, actually there are 10 days where each year there are 10 days where Bitcoin is basically done very, very well, right? That's what it basically, they have looked at past data, and there are 10 days in each of the past years. So since 2013 to 2018, they have looked at, there are always 10 days when Bitcoin just suddenly shot up. It's very sudden move, right? It's very quick. No one knows. Now, if no one knows, right, so what is the best way to play then? What is the best way to benefit if you believe in the fundamental reason, regardless of the volatility, regardless of the long bear market that we have today? If you believe and if you truly know why is the value of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, because it is decentralized, you don't need to trust anyone, because it is limited in supply, that is a very good storage of value, right? And of course, not only that, you have a lot of Wall Street firms. Fidelity is a big one, that they are coming to embrace cryptocurrency, that they are offering storage, custody solution for cryptocurrencies. Why are they investing so much money, so much resources that they can invest on other better things, right? On crypto, you think for yourself, right? Then also you have New York Stock Exchange ICE forming backed, is going to be launched sometime this year. They are all coming in. Nasdaq as well is going to offer their own infrastructure for crypto exchange. Why are they doing all this if crypto is not the future, right? No financial advice, again, think for yourself. Yeah. So back to this, if each year there are only 10 days when crypto is doing so well, you really can't time the market, is basically what my takeaway is. Then the best way is then just buy when the market is low, when a lot of people think it is already the bottom. That's when the best time to get in, which actually it was about a few months ago, we still can get about $3,000, right? But now, even I think it was 1 month ago, it was still at 4,000, which is still very good now. And now, of course, we're above 5,000 already, which, if you consider that some of the expectations or predictions of people in the long run, people are saying it can go up to 200,000. That's Tim Draper, very famous, has always stand his ground, and he was correctly called on the 10,000 call in 2017. He is now calling for 200,000. He doesn't know. No, he said actually it's about by 2022. And is it plausible? Perhaps. No one knows. But what if he's right? Then will you take the bet today? And of course, the best way to do the bet is actually just buy when prices are low. You can't time the market, so it's might as well you just come in, because 5,000 to 200,000, that's still 40 times increase, right? Would you take that bet? And is there any other better instrument out there that gives you that kind of returns, right? So yeah, just all these questions to hope you can digest and think for yourself. Of course, ultimately, you have to do your own research in this world, right? And especially in cryptocurrency, which is such a nascent asset class. So with that, I will leave you on that note. And thank you so much for watching. For all my new subscribers, I truly, truly appreciate it, your support, right? And hope you have an amazing day ahead. Thank you.